大家好，我是龙学汉. Hello everyone, I am Long Han, and today I'm going to share with you how I got a 1-year streak on Hellotalk, and still continuing till this day. So, Hellotalk is a language learning platform. It's mainly for people who are learning English or Chinese, or at least in my feed, that's a lot of the people on there. People learning basically almost every single language can go on there and find some native speaker that they can practice with. Also, it's like a language learning social media app because you can post on there, you can message people on there, and if you want, you can even go live with like voice chats or like a live video of you FaceTiming with other people and learning your languages with them. So on this app, Hellotalk, I started consistently being on there last November. So last November 2023, I was 19 years old and I wanted to consistently be on this app as part of my Chinese self-study. So from 19 years old last year to now 20 years old, if you guys want to know my age and where I'm at, I've been studying Chinese for that long. Consistently, I don't mean like here and there, I mean like daily. To the point where I've been able to keep up streaks like this. And streaks like this have been one of the reasons that I've been able to consistently be studying Chinese for a year and a half. So I've got 5 things to share with y'all about how I got to have a 1-year streak on Hellotalk. Number 1, my drive to be consistent with my Chinese studying. So May of last year specifically, I started to commit to learning Chinese every single day, to do something. At first it was 10 to 15 minutes of Chinese studying that I was holding myself to, and I started doing that, and then as I went on and on and on, it went to 30 minutes, and then an hour, and then 2 hours, and then it kind of plateaued. It's a good plateau. It plateaued to where now I can say I spend at least an hour to 2 hours every single day on average. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less. So since I wanted to be more consistent with my Chinese self-study, I wanted to start picking up some things that would help me do that. And one of them was Hellotalk. It was kind of like Duolingo, but a little different. Duolingo is like strictly a Chinese learning app. Duolingo just serves strictly for language learning purposes. You can't really do many other things on there. It's kind of like a school application. But with Hellotalk, it's kind of it had more variety in it. So there's lessons you can find on Hellotalk, but there's also things like you can message people on Hellotalk. You can talk with natives of the language you're learning. You can voice chat with the natives of the language you're learning, or anybody. You can host live chat rooms. You can post your moments. It's called moments, but you can make posts about how your Chinese is going, or anything else. It's almost kind of like Instagram or Facebook. There's more to Hellotalk than Duolingo. There's a lot more social media like features to Hellotalk. So Hellotalk is a relatively more engaging and interactive language platform for those who are looking to use it. So I said to myself, I'm going to be on Hellotalk at least every day. I'm going to try and keep up as high of a streak as I can. If Hellotalk was boring, it would have been very difficult for me to remind myself to get back on there. But it's not boring. There's a lot of features on it that made me come back every day, at least like to 10 to 15 minutes, and that made it kind of fun. One of them was reading people's moments. So this is reason number 2 of how I got a long streak on Hellotalk. So reading people's moments and Hellotalk is the name for posts. So you can post a moment on your Hellotalk profile, I'd say. So last year, November, was just starting my 1-year streak, right? And I didn't do much on there with other people. I just went on there and kind of observed, just to read Chinese, basically. So at first, I was just reading people's posts on there, how they were doing in Chinese and how they were making progress, and it helped me because they were doing the things that I wanted to see myself do, and their Chinese was improving the way I wanted my Chinese to improve. Now, number 3, posting my own moments. So on Hellotalk, after I got through that phase, like that first 2-month phase, I think I would say, of just looking at what other people were doing on there, just basically studying from other people, going on there. After that beginning phase of just testing the waters, I started to do more posts of my own. So I started engaging more on the platform and started sharing where I was at with my Chinese. I became more social on there and started making more friends on there. So I started posting my own moments, and of course, this made me want to go on Hellotalk even more. And so I got on Hellotalk a bit more frequently and for longer sessions. It's a very inviting atmosphere for anybody that's learned Chinese. I would say it's actually one of the best applications for someone who's looking for a application that is both fun, interactive, and educational in what it can offer you in your language studies. Number 4, doing my own live streams. So, as I mentioned to you, I was testing out the waters at first. Then I wanted to post my own moments, write my own posts on there, engage with other native speakers on there who I could learn Chinese from, things like that. Then I went to the next step and I started doing my own live chat rooms. So there's the voice chat, and then there's a live video live rooms that you can open, and there's many of them on Hellotalk. Many people open them. You can open your own ones though. You don't really have to wait till you have a big following like on TikTok. You can just open your own live. And so I got to that point only like 4 to 5 months after I was consistently on Hellotalk, because to open a live, especially if you want to use the language you're learning in that live room, you want to reach a comfortable spot where you're confident in your ability to speak in that language and open a live room where you're using that language to communicate with everybody on there. So I waited 4 to 5 months till I got to that point, and so it was November. I waited till like April, around there. It's just like around 5 months where I waited to really open up a live room and start hosting live rooms like that. It also made me aware of just the inconvenience of the time difference between America, where I am, and China, where obviously the native speakers are. There's like a 12-hour time difference, and so the only time like I can get on Hellotalk and have a lot of natives to talk with in the live room is if I'm staying up very late. Like I'm talking like 10 p.m., 11 p.m., or like midnight or the early morning hours. So that was always kind of an inconvenience. That'll be relevant to what I'll say in at the end of this video. But for all intents and purposes, I loved the fact that I could open live rooms on Hellotalk and speak to native Chinese people in real time. So that definitely played a major role in helping me keep my Hellotalk streak. And number 5, I'll keep it short and sweet with this one. Honestly, all of the reasons for why I kept my Hellotalk streak is because I felt like it was just one more piece that fit into my Chinese environment, that helped me construct a Chinese atmosphere around me, because if you don't live in China, if you live in a foreign country, you kind of have to make your own Chinese environment. And so getting on getting on Chinese learning apps like this, like Hellotalk and others like Duolingo, but this one, Hellotalk specifically, always provided me an outlet to go and study my Chinese. I mentioned that time difference on Hellotalk. Well, on a real note, sometimes it was difficult to keep up the streak. Sometimes for like a couple days throughout the entire year, just a couple days. So like a handful of days throughout this past year, I had to use a streak freeze for that day, because I'd be up so late that like midnight would come, and then I'd be like, oh my, I was going to study that at like 11:59 p.m. I was going to make sure I logged into it at 11:59 p.m. So I had to use a streak freeze on that. Things like that, where because of the 12-hour time difference between China and America, sometimes I couldn't get on the live rooms as much. I couldn't really open up live rooms because I'd be busy or it'd be too late. The time difference was just so inconvenient, but I still logged in, and I still kept up my Hellotalk streak. And you should too. Try and find anything like Hellotalk or Duolingo or some other Chinese learning app that will help you be more consistent with your Chinese learning. I'm glad that you were able to watch this video. I hope that you liked this video and that you got something out of it for your own language learning. I hope it helped you out. Give this video a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.